Alrighty, well, here we are for a special episode of the S-TierCast Game Awards edition. They just wrapped up, and let's get the cat out the bag right away. Game of the Year, Baldur's Gate 3. Hey, well deserved. I wasn't mad about a lot of these results. How do I put it? You know how a lot of people go and say the line where it's like, I don't care if you win, I just care if this loses. That's literally what I was doing. I was just, you know, this is the S tier cast. It's just me today. Eric is knocked out. He watched most of it. I said, I don't care if any of the ones I voted for lose, as long as Spider-Man 2 loses. Not because I hate Spider-Man 2, mind you. I enjoy the Spider-Man games. If anything, it's more so for just a humble Spider-Man fans. Hold on, let me fix this. I am just blinded here. 1 minute. There we go. That way it's not too goofy. Now, this is exclusively on YouTube, streaming on Twitch as well. It was a good show for the most part. There's some things about it, though. And I would start with the Game of the Year thing. You know, they had Timothée Chalamet doing the presentation for this, and there's Lauren Balfe, there's the Game Awards Symphony or whatever, and the cameras are focusing on the symphony. Right there, I was just going, can we just see what the fucking games are? You don't see that with the Oscars. The Oscars will show you the game, the movies, while the music's playing. But that won't happen here. That's really what irked me about this. And for the most part, it was cool little reveals. Yeah, I can't wait for Jurassic Park Survival. That was one a lot of people were really just pitching online, where it's a first person game. You're trying to get off the island. You're being chased by velociraptors, Dilophosaurus, the T-Rex, all that stuff. We never really got that game. Trespasser was close, but not by much. So Jurassic Park Survival, that looked cool. There's a lot of cool little games that are coming out. I have a nice little list. For the most part, the casting of Frank Stone. To think Supermassive, we're going to talk more about that probably either tomorrow or Sunday. The casting of Frank Stone. To think that Supermassive is doing a game with the help of the guys from Dead by Daylight, that's pretty cool. I hope they actually decide to do like an episodic thing, actually flesh out a lot of the killers, have each little thing be a nice little single player game. Big reveal was we're getting a Blade game. Yes, from Arcane. I'm scared. It looks cool, but I'm scared because Arcane got handed an L earlier this year. But of course, no Game Awards is complete without Jeff Keighley blowing Hideo Kojima. Oh man, I tell you, it's never complete. OD sounds like a cool thing. We saw Sophia Lillis will be in it. Udo Kier. Who else? What's the other actress's name? And I have it too. I made sure to catch a lot of this stuff. Hunter Schafer will be in it as well. It's gonna be a horror game. I wish Hideo Kojima could just say, "Oh yeah, it's a survival horror game." It is. Hopefully, we can transcend survival horror. It's always vague shit. That's why Death Stranding really is looked at as it's either the best game or the worst game. You would think he would really just say, "Oh yeah, it's a survival horror game. I got to work with Udo Kier, Hunter Schafer, Sophia Lillis on this." Can't really tell you much until we actually have some actual footage. But yeah, this is what we got so far. Can't say that. And I already saw some people roasting him for saying is working with other horror writers and directors when it comes to this, and he's calling them the Avengers. First comment, "Oh yeah, I hear the Avengers is going to work on this game." The opening show, which dropped a lot of the different awards, was cringe. That hostess, I don't know what her name is, but man, someone needs to write better material for her. It was horrendous. Oh my lord. But Baldur's Gate won a lot of awards. Spider-Man 2, which a lot of people clamor about. I loved it. I have it. It's amazing. Is it game of the year caliber? Nah. It's if you liked Spider-Man 2, it's your game, and you wanted it to be game of the year, just think of it as your game of the year. My game of the year is definitely Baldur's Gate 3. I didn't even care that Starfield lost to Baldur's Gate. I'm like, you know what? Baldur's Gate has a lot of content in it, and they're adding more content as they keep going. Might as well. What the hell? But got some new announcements. Twisted Metal is getting a season 2. And I'm already looking at Twitter. Samoa Joe is promoting the hell out of it already. Let's see what else we have here. There was some funny stuff, some cringy stuff, some cool games that are coming out. Exodus, which will be Matthew McConaughey's first game. That's gonna be coming out next year, hopefully. A lot of these games are coming out next year, apparently. And one thing I will say that could change. It turns on a dime. Think about it. Warhammer Space Marine 2 is supposed to come out this year. It's coming out next March. Well, no, not next March. Next September. The fuck am I saying? But yeah, there is a lot going on with it. Let's see. We're looking at it from Cheap Ass Gamer News. No Bill Clinton. Oh, that's hilarious. There is a lot here. I'm just going to go to the thing. Big congratulations to Neil Newbon for winning Best Performer as Astarion in Baldur's Gate 3. I could have swore he should have got for Detroit Become Human, but it was such a small role, I guess. The way he handled that character, was it named Kamsky or whatever? He handled that role pretty well. When you first see him, he's all like Lex Luthor style, but when you see him in the special features thing, he's just another tech bro. He did such a great job evolving that character. Hell, even with the character Heisenberg from Resident Evil Village. But yeah, Ben Starr, who was in Final Fantasy 16, he lost, but I was just like, hey, you know what? You're good in my book. You made me applaud a video game. And speaking of Final Fantasy 16, we got some great reveals. 2 new chapters. I was so happy. I was like, "Oh my god, Leviathan!" And it was cool seeing that. But the whole ad thing, they had so many ads for certain things. I actually said to Eric, I'm gonna pull it up on my messenger. I said to him because they kept putting out the truth ads. I'm like, we get it. Vaping and smoking are bad. I said to him, let's see, where is it at? I said, this ad makes me want to smoke. Like we were really just reacting to it on Messenger. Oh yeah, World of Goo 2. It took them 15 years to make. I went, who was the director? Tommy Tellerico? What the fuck? uh Thing what Iron Mouse won, I think, best content creator, and of course she showed up in her VTube mode. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, the thing, Christopher Judge, and it's already on the internet. We all saw it apparently. The fact that he was there for best performer, introducing the best performer, and he goes, he says the funniest shit. All right, there's it at. Here we go. Been posting a lot. He said this, my speech last year was about to be longer than this year's Call of Duty. Oh, I cackled so bad. But yeah, it was, for the most part, I would have to say, I give this Game Awards probably a good B plus. The one thing about it, Alan Wake was upsetting. I was going, wow, that's winning instead of this. But well deserved. Alan Wake 2, people have been waiting for that. As soon as Sam Lake said, "Oh yeah, we're making Alan Wake 2," everyone was on it. I still got to get it. I just ordered Avatar Frontiers of Pandora, so I got that coming. But yeah, Game Awards, it was pretty good. They actually kept the security up. Of course, Gonzo, they had brought Gonzo the Muppet to it, and he said the funniest thing, talking about how he hasn't beaten the new Legend of Zelda because he's just on one mission, which is follow the chicken. But here we're gonna look at the rest of it. Last of Us also won Best Adaptation. Let's look at the results real quick. Game Awards results. All right, let's see. All right. So let's start from the top here. Of course, Game of the Year, Baldur's Gate 3. Player's Voice, Baldur's Gate 3. Studio/Game Direction, Alan Wake 2. Game Impact, Chia. Never played that. I didn't vote for that. That was when I really was like, I just skipped that part. Best Action Adventure, Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Independent Game, Sea of Stars. Best Debut Indie Game. Best Role-Playing Game, Baldur's Gate 3. Art Direction, Alan Wake 2. Best Adaptation, The Last of Us. Best Multiplayer, Baldur's Gate 3. Best Ongoing Game, Cyberpunk 2077. Who would have thought? Such a far cry from 2020. Maybe that museum that it's in should probably get rid of the exhibit. Best Content Creator, Iron Mouse. Most anticipated game, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Best mobile game, Honkai Star Rail. Best sports/racing game, of course, Forza took it. Forza Motorsport, of course. Best esport event, League of Legends, 2023 League of Legends World Championship. Best action game, Armored Core 4 Fires of whatever the hell. Fires of the Rubicon. I voted for Dead Island 2, honestly. We've been waiting so long and that doesn't get an award. What the hell? Best esports game, Valorant. Best fighting game, which threw me the hell off. Mortal Kombat. I've been seeing more people play Mortal Kombat and voting for that. That part I really think is rigged because the guys at Capcom were there. Street Fighter 6 won Best Fighting Game. Best Community Support, Baldur's Gate 3. Whoever decided to put Destiny 2 in community support, and I said this for the last 2 or 3 episodes of this podcast, I hope to God that was just a point and laugh at them because their community support is trash. Then, of course, best performance, Neil Newbon for Baldur's Gate 3. Best esports player, Faker. Best soundtrack, Final Fantasy 16. At least it took something home. I didn't mind if it didn't lose. A lot of the ones I voted for that lost, I didn't mind because for most part, I enjoyed a lot of these games. The ones that I've played, I've enjoyed. Even Spider-Man 2, but the reason why I really wanted Spider-Man 2 to lose a lot of these, not because it sucks, not because it's a bad game, but because of the fan base. For a fan base that is supposed to basically idolize Peter Parker and they act like, oh yeah, we're very we all have humility just like Peter Parker, blah 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 blah. They talk a lot of shit online. It won 0 awards. So that's the reason why I was just like, oh good, as long as Spider-Man 2 don't win. All right, so let's see. Best family game, Super Mario Brothers Wonder. I do believe it's called Wonder, yeah. Best VR game, Resident Evil Village VR mode. I heard that was actually pretty good. Best audio design, Hi-Fi Rush. So Xbox has taken some awards. Best innovation in accessibility, Forza Motorsport. Forza has won 2 already. That's great. Best esports coach. Wow. I am tired. I still got work to do. All right. Christine Chi won Best Esports Coach. Esports Team JD Gaming won. And I think that was it. For the most part, it was a great thing. Great performance uh, for, what is it? Poets of the Fall as old gods of Asgard. They actually damn near redid the whole scene from Alan Wake 2 that has become viral. For the most part, it was good. I enjoyed the hell out of it. As far as I'm concerned, this was a great one. Let's see what else. We had seen a few things. Where is it? Oh yeah, Lego Fortnite. Yeah. The one thing that killed me. Like that's one I'm like, all right, that's for the kids. I'd grab that for my grandnephews in a minute. Grandnephews at 33. Fuck. All right, let's see. There was one game we had saw on there besides Exodus. Exodus looks cool. Um it is basically being developed by several BioWare guys, several Naughty Dog developers that left Naughty Dog. So I'm looking forward to that. Um, that's a wait and see thing though. It's got Mass Effect vibes. It's got what is it? Returnal vibes also. It's got a few things going for it. Let's see. Oh yeah, Kumari. Little proof of concept trailer that they showed from one of these independent developers, and gave me Secret World vibes for the most part. You're fighting the yokai. It looked like the oni, the kappa, all that stuff. It's set in Japan, of course. The biggest surprise, though, the biggest, and this I was like, holy shit, was Sega. Sega really said, we don't have enough time to just show one thing. Everyone knows about this stuff already. Let's just show everyone everything we got coming down the pike. We got a new Jet Set Radio coming. We got a new Crazy Taxi. We got a new Golden Axe. We got a new Shinobi. Holy shit. I can't wait for the Golden Axe one. Hopefully it's a continuation of that more story-based one they're doing. I wish they had an Altered Beast game coming or a Comic Zone game as well. But for that, 4 classics being brought back from death, fully revitalized, I'm happy for it. Like, that's amazing to me. Let's see what else. Oh, yes, we got a new Dragon Ball game. And I told Erica, oh, this looks like Budokai for a minute. And it is from the team that did Dragon Ball Z Budokai. And let me see if I can pull it up. Because there were so many of these games coming out. Where's it? Dragon Ball Z new game. Where's it at? And we finally got a date for Black Myth Wukong. Where is it at? Yes, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, which looks cool as hell. Captures everything from Dragon Ball Z to Super, I do believe, because I saw Jiren in there, so that's cool. So yeah, that is basically it. I knew it was gonna be a short episode. We weren't gonna have that much going for us for now. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, here's another one. Here, let me pull it up. This is from Polygon. This is the other game. No Rest for the Wicked. Which at first I was like, wait a minute, is this a Game of Thrones game? Because the art style reminded me of all the art renditions you would see for Game of Thrones before the show even came out. That looks cool. A lot of cool games coming out. Still gotta get Alan Wake 2. I'm still shocked by that. But yeah, so that is basically it for the Game Awards. We'll probably go more in depth next actual episode. This was cool as hell. Jeff though, if I were Jeff and the music guy kept just pushing people along. Like some of these people are, their first language is not English, so they have translators, and you're playing them off still. Like they were playing off. They played off one group. Like this guy got his thank yous in, and the woman next to him, who also won the award, she didn't even get her thank yous in. Here comes the music. Ugh. But yeah, most part, Game Awards was a B. So here already, Dom the Bomb on Twitter. How would you rate the Game Awards 2023? Solid 8. It was good. It was cool. Timothée Chalamet was there promoting the games and whatnot. We got some cool reveals. Um, and yeah, that's basically it. Now I can get back to work, and this episode will be available exclusively on YouTube. Episode 415, because we are on season 4 of this podcast, will be either Friday or Sunday. I believe Friday, though, for the most part, will be the actual date for this next one, because we got some more stuff to talk about besides the Game Awards. We're probably going to talk more about the casting, Supermassive's new game. We'll talk more about the casting of Frank Stone. We'll talk more about Jurassic Park Survival. We'll talk about OD and give our little theories about what it's about. To think Udo Kier's doing a game. Man, that's great. And we'll also probably be talking about Twisted Metal Season 2. Where will it go? I think I know where it'll go. Things like that are predictable. That being said, we'll see you all for episode 15. Stay S-Tier, and bye-bye.